All right, guys, thanks for stopping in and checking out my Trap Assassin gear breakdown at level 99 for the end of Project Diablo 2 Season 2 Transcendence. We had an absolute blast with this Trap Assassin in the beginning. They did a good job with some of the nerfs from last season. However, Death Sentry is still completely broken for this build, so you've still got the opportunity to get out there and have some fun with your characters. Make sure to team up with your favorite necromancer and get her done. So let's just go over a quick gear breakdown of what I use and my skills and all that. So first, just so you can see the stat breakdown here, pretty much you're just getting to enough points just to get your gear on, and then everything else is vitality. These stats don't help your Trap Assassin at all, and you definitely don't need energy. When it comes to what you're actually maxing, these are going to be your two primary abilities right here, Wake of Fire and Death Sentry. Now, we're not going to exactly go into the Death Sentry synergies. Some of them come naturally, like Fire Blast and Wake of Inferno. However, Charge Bolt Sentry, it's just not necessary. This thing will put everything down. So, you're going to go ahead, you're going to max all the way down to the Death Sentry, Wake of Inferno, Wake of Fire, and Fire Blast. Everything else is just 1 point here, and you get a free, and I got a chain lightning point off my weapon. When it comes to Shadow Disciplines, this is your point dump, is your Shadow Master. At least that's how I played it. There are other ways you can build this. You could go tankier with a Fade build, or you could go Burst of Attack, or Burst of Speed. You know, there's different options. This is the way I went. I would recommend it if you're doing really any type of play. It worked out really well. And then the martial arts tree is left empty. When it comes to my actual equipment I use, this is kind of important. One of the first things you need is a mercenary that's completely decked out. I've already moved the gear off of this character, but know that the most important thing you need here is a infinity, and then everything else is going to go into survivability and attack speed. So make sure to get your infinity first. It's going to be one of the most important things you build. Without the infinity and the conviction aura from your mercenary, it just doesn't work. So the gear itself started in Season 2. We had a gear change with Trap Assassins where Pierce worked properly. We now can use Fire Facets and Rising Sun and stuff like that. So you're going to see a little bit of that in this build. The only thing you need to know is all the values are cut in half. So while stacking Fire Facets is okay, it's not... There's different things you can trade off for utility and things like that. So just take a quick look. We've got a Fire Lizard's Claw with a 3 skill and 3 5/5 fire facets and a 3 socket slam on that bad boy. Going into the Rising Sun, it's +1 to all skills and -7 enemy fire resistance. This wasn't as important to me as getting maximum fire res, just because again it gets cut in half. But still, there's still some gains to be had there. Going into the helmet slot, we've got a circlet that we actually got on the second day of the season. Don't plan on... We didn't think we could ever really upgrade this one too much. We've seen one better. Going in, this is almost required for the build itself. The Enigma allows you to reposition your mercenary, which allows you to give your conviction aura wherever you like it. It's also a huge safety net, so this is almost a requirement for the build. I'm using dual Bull Kathos wedding bands. One's got curse reduction and one's got faster run walk speed. And I got an Iraq sash slammed with Dex just because it was the first thing that we hit. Gloves are going to be Mage Fists, and then my alternate weapon is going to be a Plague. Mine was just a Wake of Fire base. Is pretty much we built this on early in the season. The build ended up being able to solo everything, so we stopped upgrading this guy specifically. But Plague is great, brings a little bit of utility. The Cleansing Aura removes poisons, which was a big problem at the start of Season 2. And with all the extra strength that you get right off of Enigma, pretty much guarantees all your points here. Get the shift right down here to Vitality. So we're sitting at almost 2100 HP here just by ourselves. When it comes to charms, all you're looking for is traps with life. And then resistances are going to fill out with life on the top. I've seen people do Magic Find as well. And then just regular Torch and Annie is what you're going to need. This is the best torch I saw all season. Don't think I'll see much better. I do need to sell this guy, so let your boy Woot know. Other than that, I want to say a big thank you to Dip and Dave for allowing me to make this video, and Lucky for teaching me how to play my Trap Assassin, and happy birthday, Bilbo. I love you guys. Thank you for checking me out. If you need anything, look me up, Mr. Hollywood on Twitch TV, or hit me up in Discord. Love you guys.